Good evening, everyone. I believe we're on to the 12th episode of Cultist Simulator, the Exile playthrough, and we are still trying to get a read on how I'm going to put this to bed. I've done an okay job of converting years into cash, and yet I feel that we wind up giving back quite a bit in terms of possessions and such. We really aren't able to make that much progress in a region before we're chased away. And what I would feel a little bit better about is if I had a clear game plan in terms of how I was going to deal with the foe when the time came. As it happens, I actually may just leave the holy man may wind up as a it just may be something that winds up wasted. But in any case, we will continue to reconnoiter Marrakesh. The hope here will be that this can maybe produce another item for us. And failing that, it'll give us some more contacts that we can maybe turn into a, something to hold back a reckoner with. We're not yet leaving the city, so. Okay, there's another holy man contact. Still gonna mail the money before I leave. A lot of this is kind of contingent on how things go with the reckoner. The Cinnabar Form, 7 times 7 techniques of unmaking. There's that tingling sensation on the back of my neck. Someone is looking for me. The more traces on the board, the more quickly your pursuers will be able to move against you. Reinforcements. Reckoners have evidence I'm here. They're summoning help to smoke me out. This might be the time I want to leave. But we'll see. Okay, official connections will protect me for a little while depending on what I'm up against. Actually, the conditions under which I took out the previous reckoner haven't changed that much. So I may want to sort of grit my teeth and see if I can make this work. At this point, I have too much money, but that's a nice problem to have. Okay, so this is an assassin. We'll, again, start with the shot from the profane weapon, see if we can wound them, and if we do, then we work with Betty's blade. Also move. The assassin is moving against me. In this case, we'll use the trembling heat. Hollow brass mirrors. The Marabout Naville spends much of his time here, although he denies being in the service of the lionsmith. The greatest lion is the lion who has overcome himself, he helpfully insists. Ill met. This one is better or luckier than I'd expected. I've done them no harm, so bad luck. I think I might try Betty's blade. That is a riskier choice, just because I do need to think about ways that I'm going to push them away, and they may just call for the extra reinforcements, but let's I've led my pursuer in a dance through the noonday sun until they're staggering with heat. Ah. faith may be something that's useful. Okay, so this is the underboss. Okay, so it's nice that I've got the palpable hit, but I don't think it's going to mean anything. I think this is the point we get out of here. So I'm going to still continue to reconnoiter the city, but at this point I need to leave. I know the signs. A minor reckoner lord has entered the city. My foe can't be too far behind. The more traces on the board, the more quickly your pursuers will be able to move against you. So, I used to have official connections. Oh, Echidna. Here at the desert's edge, Echidna doesn't always bother with human form. With luck, I'll never see what shape she prefers. Now, this would have been helpful if I still had Georgiou's corpse. I could have offered that as a gift. Okay, now they're going after my assets, so I'm going to use the official connection for that. Actually, at this point, I'm going to, when the devil's at your back, travel light. Wasn't this my chance to... Well, I guess they count as an asset, so I'm actually gonna keep that here. Let's burn the year to hold them off. Pursuer's been hurt. Alright. Unexpected, but not unwelcome. So you got a Legion. Like me, Legions are criminals and fugitives. Unlike me, they've been cursed eternally because they devoured their children fresh from the womb. Still, perhaps we can find some common ground. Probably not. Question is, do I want reserve? Investigate a little more closely. This will renew the lifespan of an opportunity in case you need it later. Yeah. This is a tough one. Normally this ends very badly. Okay, they're attacking me directly, so this is a chance for me to use the gun. Give them a decade. If I seek out a Legion without bringing a gift, I'd better hope she's in a good mood. Legions are sometimes, but not often, in a good mood. Yeah. This is probably going to end with me taking damage. My pursuer is stymied. I've used a weapon to keep my pursuer at bay. Of a fuss. I fought off an attacker, but drawn more attention. Legion irritation, a flapping nightmare of teeth and webbed skin. I'm trying to struggle free, so I only have myself to blame for that. Reckoner on boss's evidence. Okay, so this will give us a chance to try things with faith. It's not looking good, but we're also not out of... We're not out of options yet. Back into the safety of the streets, but I haven't escaped unscathed. My spanders turn to look as I stagger past. I wasn't sure if I could use the Holy Man to as a sacrifice. But. It might have been tempting to actually try and fight the foe here. So the only things we can lose at this point would be cash. Okay, so Underboss is coming after me directly. And the foe is striking. We should have run further. I don't think we will see how either of these turn out, though. As I long suspected, my foe's upbringing has left its mark. He's not a believer, but he is bound by his respect for forms of faith. Interesting. So we know that faith is one of the protections. Okay, preparing to depart. The Colonel, the hour that protects my foe, has long disliked cats. Among my enemies, a wariness about felines has become a powerful superstition. I've slipped away while my pursuer hesitates. The Visionary, a plump, dreamy, hesitant woman with very bright eyes. God, I don't think... Okay, let's see if I can... Yeah, there's no way I can get that. Cold, clean air and hushed white streets and green splash patios and the mountains looking down. I might find something like respite. Okay, let's get my preparations. We'll see where the rest goes. So wounds-wise, where we could be worse, but arrange an initial meeting. A meeting with the painter, Myra. Myra bursts into tears. God has sent you, she gasped. I've done something, and then she breaks down altogether. As far as I can eventually make out, she spied on a cult of the Thunderskin for one of her paintings. They found out, and now they are coming for her. Duende Midnight. High in the Alpujarras, there's an enclave of those who dance for the Thunderskin. They dislike being spied upon, and unless I prevent it, they will enact their dislike on the painter, Myra. I'll have to fight their sendings off and stay awake until dawn. Okay. I'm gonna send discreet messages out, and I'm actually going to begin the caper right away. So let's start by adding Myra. I'm assuming because it's mentioning the Thunderskin, I'm probably just gonna have to be bringing a bunch of heart, but. Get in, get the goods, get out. I don't think it's ever been that simple. So of course, if I have an opportunity, we will, you know, we'll buy things. We'll do our usual like turn stolen years into money. Okay, a busy night lies ahead. Ready. 3 momentum means success. There will be complications before that. So Strasbourg is the next option. The Hukelkinder of the Vossages sometimes take human shape to walk the streets of Strasbourg. I've dealt with them before. They know as well as anyone how to be unobtrusive. Perhaps they can help. So I don't think this is the point where I want to start thinking, you know, do I want to stay and make a stand? And I don't think I'm ready to yet. So that's going to mean sending cash ahead to Strasbourg. I will still seek out things to do in Granada. Okay, thunder stalks the lightning through the clouds, and rain comes down like fists. So we will start with the guitar. Actually, let's bring the curio in. I've used persistence. So the reason I want to do that is just in case I do actually get the an opportunity to use my medical credentials. Light in the skull. Whenever the principle of lantern sheds its light, I may recall additional scraps of knowledge. So that didn't do much for me. So we've got the cats, but we've got a trace too, so probably not much happening here. Another complication. What now? A lolloping whirl of furred clawed music demands immediate attention. A percussagant. So, heart, edge, or grail. Well, greed and beguilement. I've used bribery. I'm not quite sure how bribery applies. Well, I guess maybe it would be grail in this case. Okay, we've already got the medical credentials, so that doesn't do much for me. We are going to need to hang around for a while because I believe Myra is going to be on cooldown as a result of me going on. So actually, it would have been probably better for me to have used the guitar right away. But that's, I mean, it is what it is. We can't reverse that now. I don't think the warehouse is going to do much for me in this case. Final complication, nearly there. Alright, we've already got this. The drum unceasing, I've used persistence. I don't think it says what it is. The songs of the cultists soften into something like a lullaby. I find that I'm struggling to keep my eyes open. My head feels stuffed with feathers. Somehow I'll have to stay awake until dawn. So we've gotten past the caper, which is good. Whether or not we get anything else out of Granada is another question. I don't even have an opportunity to work with my medical license yet. That's fine. I mean, in this case, we just nail the cache and see what we can get. Oh, the Flower Maker's Shadow. Here are sweet airs. Here are the beginnings of dreams. Here our thoughts turn to the hour called Flower Maker. Let's reserve. Okay. Surprise. This is what I came for. Safely away with my haul. A percussagant pelt. Cool. E pur si move. Note, if you present this to Myra as proof of your success, you'll still be able to keep it afterwards. Nice. So that's also an ally. Okay, let's take the opportunity to buy the office. Oh. Sorry, that's not... it's the villa that I want. Or not villa, the townhouse. So unfortunately, percussagant pelts do not grant comfort. Okay, so we knew that was coming. Now in this case, we're going to employ the same tactics as before. What I do notice, though, is that there's not a whole lot in terms of contacts that are available to us. I should still be seeking out opportunities. Reckoners have evidence that I'm here. They're summoning help to smoke me out. Okay, there's the underworld connection if they go after my assets. We'll have a chat with Myra when we can. Night. Deep watches of the night, and again I can't sleep. Walk the streets at nights. Is there something on my mind? Lots of peace. It's been a long time since I knew peace. This could be a fresh start. Alright, this is a problem because of the fact that they go after my assets. So let's get the underworld connection. I will still try shooting the gun, but we gotta get out of here soon. So Reckoner operatives going after my assets. Myra trembles like water. Are they still out there? We clasp hands. Your associate is now an ally. They will follow you when you leave the city unless you're headed for a final confrontation at the map's edge. Okay, so use the underworld connection against them and we'll fire the gun immediately. Thank you so much. I'll repay you however I can, although I'm afraid I don't know how to shoot. So it's a lantern follower. Hopefully they'll last a little bit longer than Georgiou. What do I do now? So I guess the question is, when do I go to Strasbourg? I'm going to try sending out some more cash for a little bit longer, just because the underworld connection usually grants a wound. Yep, my pursuer's been hurt, so I'm going to use the Cinnabar for... No, I'm not, because I may be able to upgrade directly after that. Palpable hit. I've struck and faded back into the city. So the good news here is I'm going to be able to turn that corpse into another level. Finished off my pursuer. So I don't necessarily want to rely, like, I do still want to get out of here. I should have been doing more stuff in Granada, but this is a chance for me to upgrade. Learn from my victory. Certain techniques can only be articulated in an enemy's blood. Now, I'll be honest with you, I'm not 100% sure what the extra edge does, but man, it's going to help me for all of the things that do require edge. All right. We should probably leave at this point. If it's an assassin, then I probably have a little bit more I can do, but there's only so long that this, that this is going to turn out, right? Okay, one more. I do want to see what the end result of this is. And there's always the chance, right, that we have... So I've got the official connection to help with the assets, is basically the idea here. So if there's an opportunity to do something, and like maybe we wind up with an opportunity to buy a special item or something like that, the extra time really does help. It also lets me kind of extend the life of the wound and, and so on and so forth. There's basically there's a couple of reasons why extending the stay may be a good idea, but I want to be kind of careful on those decisions. Like there is a point where it becomes a liability. This wasn't a tidy or pleasant process, but I have developed my understanding of the many kinds of mortal action. The alignments of murder. These are the arts that ensure an ending. So we're up to 12 edge as a result. Yeah, again, depending on what we're up against, we may leave. Hesitation. My pursuers, cautious or cowardly, are uncertain of their proof, and they have done nothing yet. So while I'm at it, I'm going to extend my defenses. something I want to extend quite yet, so we'll just let that run by. There's that tingling sensation on the back of my neck. Someone is looking for me. The more traces on the board, the more quickly your pursuers will be able to move against you. So it doesn't seem like there's much in Granada for me at this point. Reckoners have evidence I'm here. They're summoning help to smoke me out. And again, the question comes down to, do I want to keep, like, do I want to run the risk, or do I start packing things up now? The thing is, if I start packing things up now, I don't get to fire the weapons. So the city's really not giving me that much, though. Okay, so this is an assassin. This is going to be pretty straightforward to deal with, I think. So we'll start with a trembling heat because we know that the foe can't really do anything. Like, that's not going to work against the foe. It's only one for expenses. The last thing I want to do is find out that I need 2 cash for a ticket to Strasbourg. Ill met. This one is better or luckier than I'd expected. I've done them no harm. Okay? So this is telling me I should probably get out of here at this point. I will use Betty's Blade nonetheless, but it's likely that we're going to have to deal with an underboss. Pursuers, I've led my pursuer a dance through the noonday sun until they're staggering with the heat. Yeah, reinforcements, no surprises there. So we will get out of the city. Unfortunately, I've lost the official connection. Sorry, not strictly true. This is my insurance policy. I probably shouldn't do this, but I'm not going to have the option. So. Essentially, this is my insurance policy against the underboss being able to take away an item that I really need. You know, the signs of minor reckoner lord has entered the city. My foe can't be too far behind. They're attacking me directly. All right, well, throw heights at them then. So, I mean, the percussive pelt is nice, and we've got an ally, but I don't think we got that much from Granada, it seems. I got lucky. Sometimes reckoner attacks fail. I would have thought the heights were the reason that failed. So that's something that might have taken Betty's blade. We'll see. Yeah, it kept going for cash, so in this case, that was a year well spent. That was unexpected. Okay, direct attack. We'll use the trembling heat in this case. And we're pretty much on our way out. I don't think there's anything else for me to do. So if we do have an opportunity to buy something cool, it's too late, but always nice to see if the opportunity's there. There's a tall shape waiting for me in a little garden by the museum. If I don't look too closely, it could be a man draped in blankets. Let's say it is. I don't look at him as he whispers to me, but I come away with some knowledge of the hidden ways of Strasbourg. So, not a bad place for me to wind up. We don't have as many years as we used to. We do have quite a bit of money. We've got an ally again. And either I'm looking for more pentiments, up to 7, or I need to start thinking about what my game plan is to fight the foe. But all of that will be dealt with in a future episode. I believe this should be the last one for the week, so thank you very much for watching. If you haven't taken the opportunity, I don't know how long Next Fest is going, but there should be, the demo for Book of Hours should still be available to you. If you have not checked it out already, and I recommend that you do, because I know we've been waiting a few years for that, and I had a very nice time with it. It's short, like don't expect it to sort of be your replacement for Cultist Simulator until the full thing comes out in June. But I'm very encouraged by what I've seen from the demo, even with there were a couple of bugs at the time that I played it, but hopefully most people are forgiving for that. Anyways, conversation for another time. Thank you everybody for watching. We will see what Strasbourg leaves for me in a future episode on Monday. Have a wonderful weekend, and we will see you in the next one.